named it SIV, the simian immunodeficiency virus, analogous to HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus. The two viruses' similarities prompted the researchers to designate SIV as HIV's ancestor.
And the immediate precursor to the virus that's going around the world is chimpanzees. We're all agreed on that. We can discuss when, why, how, but we all agree on the chimpanzee. So when, I think there's a consensus to say it's this century. Where, clearly, the epicenter in humans is the northeast Zaire, Uganda.
This region, in the heart of chimpanzee country, was part of the Belgian Congo during the 1950s. Professor Van de Piet, a Belgian physician, collected human blood samples there in 1959 and gave them to a colleague to test many years later.
Et nous avons prélevé presque 2000 sérums d'adultes, et c'est beaucoup plus tard qu'il les a donnés à des experts pour voir s'il n'y avait pas de traces de HIV. Or, il y a un laboratoire qui a trouvé un seul sérum séropositif, et ça a été confirmé par plusieurs autres laboratoires. Et je crois que dans la littérature en général, on considère ça le premier sérum séropositif pour le sida avant l'ère du sida. Le numéro était L70 et elle vient de Léopoldville.
We have the date, 1959, and the place, Leopoldville, former capital of the Belgian Congo, today known as Kinshasa. This first evidence of AIDS emerged more than 20 years before the rise of the HIV/AIDS epidemic in America.
So if you went back and said, well, HIV is related to SIV, to the monkey AIDS virus, where do humans have contact with monkeys? Well, the average person has no contact with monkeys. There are only two ways that you can have contact with monkeys that I can figure. One is you have people who eat monkeys, and in so doing, they clean the monkey and with a sharp knife or a dull knife or what have you, and can become infected that way. The other way is that we used vaccines that were made from monkeys that we injected into people.
The scientific community has always favored the hunter theory, where SIV crossed over into humans as a result of killing or eating chimps. However, it fails to explain why AIDS has appeared only recently, since monkeys have been hunted and eaten across Africa for hundreds of years. Another, more disturbing theory emerged in 1992. An article published in Rolling Stone magazine by freelance journalist Tom Curtis linked the origin of AIDS to the polio vaccine.
It looked at the polio campaign that Dr. Kaprowski had undertaken in the former Belgian Congo in the middle to late 1950s. And I did focus on that campaign because of certain geographic similarities to where scientists were saying AIDS had begun in the human population, which was in this same region.
Curtis's hypothesis shook up the scientific community because it questioned the work of Hilary Kaprowski, a famous researcher and pioneer in the fight against polio.
There was a